Hello, testing mic. 1 2 3 1 2 3. Alrighty. Looks like everything is working. Hanging everybody on the Discord. And alright, let's go. So, last time where we left off, we were getting ready to go to a banquet, and then we took a quick break. Just because I didn't want to get locked into the story for longer than I needed to. Why does this look like March now? Anywho. Where am I? I'm on the wrong area. So anyway. One of the things that I said we would do last time, if we got enough... If we had gotten enough, stuff, was I would see if it would let me max out Archer. And we have it just enough. Level 80. Not getting that light going anytime soon, though, because we're broke on credits again. And because it's a new day, let's see if we can do something new with Cyrene again. This is Solitary Leopard over there.
Over here, look! The reflection on the water is super cute, isn't it?
Whose reflection do you mean? Yours? Mine? Teehee. There's no difference either way. We're both natural beauties anyway. But these reflections always make me wonder, which is the real me? The one reflected in the water, or the one standing on the shore? Oh, don't mind me. It's just some whimsical fantasies. Every kid has a wild imagination, you know. Well then, what should we do next? I want to do something meaningful. We can hang around here and get to know the place better. Great idea, let's take it easy and go for a walk. I'll be your personal guide. How's that sound? Alright, she took me to a new spot this time. Threshing grounds. If we looked down from the sky, we would look like an island surrounded by ripples of wheat. Come to think of it, Ides Elysiae is such a quiet place. Residing in such a serene place instantly dispels all your troubles. Do you have a lot of troubles? I smell wheat. Certainly. Doesn't a troubled girl sound rather charming? Alright, tuck your lovely thoughts aside. Let's take a walk around. Speaking of which, there's a small scarecrow here. It looks too friendly to prove useful. Lacks the fear factor. Even spotted birds perching on its shoulder. Maybe we should dress it up like the Trailblazer. Step forward to look. You trip over a ridge by the field and nearly take a dive into the wheat. Ah, be careful.
This wheat field is our baby. You can't just stomp on it willy-nilly. You'll stomp all over our hopes.
Leave this to me. When we meet again, the canned scarecrow will be firmly in place. But these ripples of wheat are gorgeous. On harvest day, they will finally subside and turn into a golden lake. When the time comes, you can make wreaths of wheat for everyone. A wreath is that thing you wear on your head, by the way. Oh, cool, it's a conductor can. As promised, Cyrene has replaced the scarecrow with a new scarecrow that stares at you, seemingly even more approachable to birds. Alright. Now that we've gotten all of our little side stuffs out of the way, now we can begin resuming the story proper. That's a bit of a long enough intro with a bunch of other useless stuff on the side and some fun stuff with Cyrene. Okay. Now, where was I going? Right! Explore the era of the first Flame Chase journey. Continue. We were getting ready for a banquet, if I remember correctly. My playthrough is going to be a little bit longer than most people's playthrough, because once we're done here, we're probably going to go through as I've written. Because I have a feeling there's going to be a lot of things updated in as I've written. Also, since my last stream, I've been told that the story is about 7 hours long. And since we did 3.5 hours last time, which means we got about 3.5 hours to go from where I'm at. I've also been told that the stopping point that I'm at is roughly 1/3 of the way in. Which is not comforting to know.
It's been a long day. We should get some rest now.
Rest well and get ready for the banquet.
Let's get ready for the banquet.
I wish that they put stopping points like this more often in story missions. That's my biggest complaint about these longer story missions. I don't mind a long story mission, but I would like it to have appropriate breaking points to where you could stop. That are frequent enough. Where are we?
Look, the venue's right ahead.
We're having it at the... Oh, we haven't been here in a while. What's this place called again? The library place. The Grove. Grove of Epiphany. Imperator's Grove of Epiphany.
And I can even hear singing. It feels so romantic.
There's a throne here that's supposed to be reserved for the God of Reason, isn't it?
Honored guests, wait here for a moment. You must surrender any personal belongings you have on you before entering the venue.
Any personal belongings? Do you mean weapons specifically?
This hero always brings down the vibe whenever he shows up.
The Imperator's elevated position means she must always remain meticulous and careful. Please do as I say, guests. It would avoid any unnecessary misunderstandings.
Shoves the lance of the Guardian in front of him. Here you go. Finon couldn't lift that thing. I would like to see him try to move it.
I get that you don't want people to bring outside food into the banquet, but is it really necessary to confiscate the books and quill pens?
Even a quill pen can become a deadly weapon in the right hands. I'm asking for all your items. All, Miss Cyrene. Your belongings will remain safe.
I keep forgetting her name is Cyrene and not Cyrene.
Dedicated staff.
Looked after appropriately? Dedicated staff? Talk about a vague choice of words.
What was that look?
Specifically for the chronocognitive anchor. What should we do?
What does your gut tell you? Not good. This is a trap.
True. I had a feeling it would come to this, but I didn't expect such a direct demand. But listen, why don't we go with their plan and hand over the chronocognitive anchor to be looked after?
No, let's hand him the lance. I want to see him lift it.
After all, if the little Imperator is paying this much attention to you, she probably already knows all about our whispered conversation with the geniuses. I can pretty much guess what'll happen next.
Also, that thing's my only ticket off this planet, so I kind of can't lose that.
But think about it. That's actually gonna be our shortcut.
I'll trust your gut feeling.
I knew it.
Isolines can hear everything, so she probably heard our... It's very likely that our conversation with Herta was heard.
Guests.
Alright. We'll listen to you. Here you go. Also, please pass on a message to the Imperator from us. She can trust my friend. Anywhere, anytime.
Thank you for your cooperation. The Imperator has some urgent business she needs to attend to and will arrive shortly. Why don't you head in with the other guests?
Will arrive shortly. Because she's short, get it? She's not that short. I don't get why people are making such a big deal out of her model being short.
Focus of the banquet, but she's not even here. Why is it so difficult to talk to her?
I thought the purpose of the banquet was for the people that were going to be fighting. Optional. Enjoy the banquet with the other Chrysosairs. Well, let's talk to the old familiar.
Aggie, if you can't get used to the honey brew, we will go ask for a pot and cook some oatmeal for you.
Oatmeal.
No need for that. This banquet is just too loud. And nothing and no one here is interesting. I just don't really want to be here.
I know the feeling.
Lies! You were pretty energized when you came back from the bath chamber. Let me guess. Are you worrying about someone? About high ceilings? Or little Cypher?
There we go, I adjusted my chair.
You take everything too seriously. At this rate, life's gonna be real tough for you later on.
Tell me about it.
You're the least qualified to lecture me about that, teacher.
Maybe it's better to not disturb them.
Dear guests, are you here for us? I mean, are you here for Treeby or Aggie?
Could be both.
No. I'm just wondering whether you've seen the Imperator.
The Imperator? No, we haven't.
Our sovereign has always acted however she pleases. Though she gave us ranks, she'd never tell anyone her whereabouts.
Kind of funny that way, huh?
Perhaps the only thing she tolerates are chess pieces. And the sky reflected upon her crown.
Huh. Funny.
I see.
Why do you two look so distressed? That's not what the deliverer should look like.
Leg is killing me. I forgot to give an update on my leg today, I just realized. Yesterday it started hurting again. And I should probably take something for it. But the reason I'm not taking something for it is because it makes me drowsy, and I would like to stay relatively awake so I can pay attention to what's being said better.
Why don't we have a toast? While we still have time for pleasure. Here. To the destinies and sacrifices of the next millennium.
Oof.
Then we will toast to the tomorrow that will set fate free.
To the flame chase journey. Hail to the new world.
Cheers. Actually, there are so many people. We wouldn't be able to find the Imperator even if she were here.
I wonder where Anaxa is, to
Let's
be
look for
honest.
seats that are raised up higher than others.
Hold it. Oatmeal suits us way better than honey brew.
Oh, please give me a bowl as well, teacher.
Interesting. Those two are having a nap. Oh, enjoy the big with Hysolence. I just noticed she's over there. Okay.
Just drink your honey brew. Make sure to spare me.
Let's check out our scribe and advisor.
Hello. Welcome to the banquet.
Hello to you, too.
Ah, so the deliverer is attending this event, as expected. Little Virginia here was just wondering whether she should go find you.
As the great Imperator's historian, I'm responsible for composing poems and songs for everyone in the Flame Chase army. But I have no idea how I should record myself in the annals.
And you wanted to talk to us about that?
Little Virginia is wondering whether you can let slip a hint or two about her future, so she can find some inspiration to write about herself.
That doesn't sound like a good idea. Besides, we don't even know her in the future. But she'll probably get really disappointed if we tell her that. What should we do?
Tell her bluntly that we can't do that.
Alright, I got it. We can't reveal too much. but I think it wouldn't hurt to start your poem with the future. Maybe use something like, "With hope, I write down the tale of tomorrow for myself. Silently waiting, day after day, till the moment it fulfills its promise." How's that?
I didn't know you were such a poet.
Oh, that's exactly what I'm after. I'm so inspired. Thank you so much. I feel like I can actually finish composing the heroic saga of Flame Chase once we end this campaign.
Have we read that? Is that actually in the data books that I picked up? Apollonius nodded, showing approval for your answers. Pretty good for some improv. That line of yours was quite versatile.
And that's the art of conversation. I learned it from you, after all. So, how did I do?
You clearly did not learn that from me, because I am terrible at that in comparison.
By the way, in return for that, are you able to tell us where the Imperator is?
Or why she's running so late?
The Imperator? She usually wouldn't arrive this early. She believes that rulers should stay silent in places where their subjects hold private conversations. Why don't we have a toast before she arrives? To reason, which is held but not revealed.
To romance, which will surely be returned.
Clink, clink, clink.
What a romantic conclusion. Let me have a few jars of honey brew as a treat.
Now, don't drink too much.
Alright, let's see. Anybody else? I see... Right, we haven't talked to you.
Is there anything else we can help you with, dear guests? Or do you want me to recount the great Imperator's heroic deeds?
Sure, why not?
Hey, Labinas. I managed to get some honey brew that the scholars hid in the cellar. Wanna try it?
I can't tell if you guys like each other or hate each other. Now kiss. Alright. Wouldn't this be considered getting drunk on duty?
I'd never refuse to share a drink with Dux Brumalis, especially if she seeks me out first. Don't worry, dear guests. The banquet security won't be compromised. I'd never get drunk before her.
Oh, so it's a competition now.
This banquet has a never-ending flow of honey brew. You're welcome to try it and see whether our drinks are as good as those from beyond the sky.
I mean, it's not like the stuff beyond the sky is like the best in the world.
Thank you for the offer, but we're more interested in knowing when the Imperator will be back.
The Imperator? Who knows? Maybe she's hiding somewhere, thinking up weird ideas again. If you ask me, she's never treated us soldiers properly, even though we put our necks on the line for her.
I really like you.
Hey, I can't pretend I didn't hear that, Seneca. Either retract your statement or duel me.
Fine by me. Attendant, bring us 10 more jars of honey brew. I'm gonna make sure he can't even stand straight by the end of this.
You wish. Be careful you don't get drunk first.
Gray Fry, a little sea hare. Please come over and share the delicacies of the deep sea with me.
Sure thing, Hysolence. 1 second.
Attendant, bring us 10 more jars of honey.
You wish.
Okay, so they just repeat that line. Why are you all by yourself?
You two have been wandering around the venue as if you have something on your mind. Have the attendants not taken care of you well?
No, we love it here. It's just... we're a little concerned, seeing how the Imperator still hasn't arrived.
Don't worry. I know what you've been waiting for. Come, sit with me for a while, will you? I'd like to share a personal secret with you.
Why? Have we earned that privilege?
See here? This is Fagusa's dew of divine blood. The sweetest of all the 12 bottles.
Oh, well, that's another CG to add to my collection. It's probably about to zoom out, too.
On the night before such a historical event, I'd like to share this marvelous drink with the deliverer.
Doesn't this count as
She's
bringing
holding a
in
drop
outside
on her
food?
finger.
I knew that security check was targeted at us.
What's the matter, guests?
Oh, we're simply overwhelmed by such an honor.
Are you worried that I might have poisoned the dew?
No, not even really.
Well then, let me prove my innocence.
Actually, we're more worried that you were allowed to sneak stuff in, but we weren't. Hycelin's raises a goblet of honey brew to her lips, deliberately arching her neck so you can watch the liquids descend down her throat as she swallows.
See? It's completely safe.
Would have been funnier if they had a line about how we could see it in her see-through stomach.
I feel like Miss Hycelin's wants to talk to us about something. Why don't we go along with her for now?
And I'll gladly accept. I'll want a new cup for myself. Minors shouldn't drink.
Worry not. Honeydew's not alcohol. It won't get you drunk.
I imagine honeydew is something similar to, like, ale or juice.
On the contrary, it can make your mind even sharper.
Because, like, when I think of honeydew, I think of the fruit. The clay cup touches your lips. In the blink of an eye, she is indeed the imperial blade that the Imperator and the swiftest swordmaster of Emporius.
Please, have a taste. Would you like some too, little Sierra?
I can drink it myself.
How is it? Sweet enough?
Bubbles. It's a very complex taste.
Calm at times, tempestuous at others. That's the taste of the ocean. It'll do you good to understand Fagusa's fickleness before we set off to face their waves. Just like how you're about to understand the secrets within this dew. Now, please turn around. Very, very quietly. Don't make a single noise.
Why did the music stop? The Imperator, when did she... Well, I guess I knew he'd be here. What did you do?
The dew of other gods all intoxicate humans. But the god of banquets dew is an antidote that can awaken humans from a sea siren's enchanting song.
Interesting.
Since the start of this banquet, all the guests have been under the spell of my song. None of them can see the Imperator and that Fioros.
Interesting. So why are you hiding them?
But you two, I wish for you to see the truth.
Is this also what the Imperator wants?
This is my personal request. I can't bring myself to trust that Fioros. The Flame Chase army changed after he descended with Orynyx's divination and brought the prophecy of the stars to Akama. His seductive whispers harbor something malicious within, and will ensnare those of us blinded by ambition. You are the deliverers of the prophecy, and know about him far more than I do. Perhaps only you can find traces of the truth from his actions and words. Then we can show the Imperator the right path forward.
Oh, but isn't this acting behind her back?
Emporius has become far too weak. Even heroic actions protecting her from harm must be conducted under the water's surface. I am the Imperator's blade, and I must clear the way for her while remaining concealed in the torrents. Then, ensure I'm pointing my sword towards the true enemy.
Can you promise me something, Miss Hycelins?
Ask away.
My friend has in fact come here to stop that villain's evil scheme. Our goals are aligned. But as to the decision the Imperator must make, she has no wish to transgress her authority. We just want to tell her everything we know. I believe the Imperator will be able to tell right from wrong.
I never doubted your loyalty. I'll pass your words faithfully on to her. Provided we can gain the advantage in this tug of war, that is.
Should we tell you about the chronocognitive anchor, then?
Now, return to the feast. Bring this cup with you and keep your distance. Pretend you are still immersed in the sea siren's fantasia. And I'll control the moisture in the air. That way, you'll be able to listen to sounds from afar as if you are a whale of the depths and hear every word of their conversation.
That sounds cool.
I wish you a victory in this first skirmish.
It's the exciting and thrilling undercover part of the adventure.
You would find this exciting. Oh, Seneca's by herself.
Let's mingle in the crowds here. Relax. Relax. Try to act natural.
Where's the Imperator? Still not here. That little imp is always acting so high and mighty towards everyone. Today, I will.
If she's here by herself, then that means the other guy passed out drunk, didn't he?
Whatever. Pour me another cup.
Though she has succumbed to drunkenness, she still does not dare challenge your authority.
A criticism of my height is a grave enough insult already. She should be dismembered.
Excuse me? Did she? Oh, little imp. Right, I like that. You have the little imp wings.
Do you often test the loyalty of your subjects like this?
You jest. The Imperator does not need blind loyalty. As long as one can prove they have value, I am willing to be lenient towards them. Let's cut to the chase, Theoros. If I pass the trial and grasp this world's law in my hands, what will you do then?
The answer is simple. I will connect Amphorius with the stars.
Don't waste my time. Be precise. Be specific. I won't ask a second time.
Allow me to adjust my statement. I will correct the regulations within the old law that sealed off Amphorius and merge the black tide with the torrents of Era Nova.
Merge the black tide with the torrents of Era Nova. He's not lying, because, like, the black tide is what's at the end of Era Nova.
Then we will be able to decimate the forces beyond the sky that are trying to annihilate Iron Tomb and sound the trumpet for the endless campaign you will then embark on.
But you previously said that Iron Tomb is unrivaled in power across the stars. Who would dare to annihilate it?
One of the gods.
There is a federation of warships named the Cienzo Alliance. Warlike and old-fashioned. A cult named the Genius Society. Loosely organized, but steeped in abject insanity. Oh, there's also the Astral Express. A group of lawless vagrants. That so-called Deliverer is part of that last group. Those vagabonds mistakenly believe they can connect the stars through alliances instead of conquest. But history has already given them a tough lesson.
Oh, do go on. I would love to hear which example you're about to give.
There are countless other organizations besides, but when the Lord Ravager sweeps across the cosmos, they will certainly all bow before your empire of destruction.
The Ackman Alliance is invincible!
Is that a James Bond reference?
If those civilizations are not as feeble as you describe, then they may still have some value in testing the quality of my blade. That being said, even the smallest and weakest city-states should build an obelisk to the Imperator, so that their people can constantly recall the glory of her conquests. Walk a little longer with me, Theoros.
I don't like how this is going. Our little Imperator seems fascinated by the destruction.
Greyfried, little sea hare? It seems like they're still talking. Get closer. I'll keep carrying their voices to you.
Alright.
Oh, I think I had too much. Didn't think you could get drunk on fruit juice.
Yeah, you can get oversaturated and everything, though.
What a difficult situation. No matter how we position our forces, this battle against Fagusa will result in many casualties.
That's not something you or I should consider. The Imperator has already placed the chess pieces. We just need to fight for her until our last breath.
Damn, he's super loyal.
How astonishing. The commanders under you have such different personalities, yet they share the same loyalty.
He's looking this way. Quick, do something and pretend we can't see them.
Probably shouldn't have looked away from them. Play a game with Cyrene. Chat the guest next to you.
So, you have this super duper speedy rotation of destruction into Amphorius?
What are you talking about?
Oh. Huh? Oh, I got it. It's that thing, right?
I thought people couldn't get drunk on this juice.
Oh. The one behind the research and development of this golden blood principle is Idonia's manager.
Idonia.
Oh dear. Seems like you've met your match, partner.
What?
I'm so full of inspiration right now. And I feel so light.
Wait, we did read her, I just remembered, we did read her saga. It's the little saga that Castris had and was always reading. Was it? I think it was, right?
What's the matter?
Or maybe it wasn't. I don't remember.
My apologies. I was just checking whether everything was fine with those two distinguished guests of yours. And it seems like all is well. Let us continue our previous conversation regarding the soldiers fighting for you.
I can see right through you, Lygus.
Are they aware of the price they must pay for the trial of law?
What is the trial of law?
If I recall correctly, you've already lost a bout against Talanton due to offering insufficient sacrifices.
You dare mention my name alongside the word lost?
Forgive my transgression, great Imperator.
Watch your words and actions. All you need to know is that my victory in the trial is guaranteed.
Guaranteed how?
Even without the trial of law, they've already sworn to give their lives for my conquest. So tell me, if everything happens according to our agreement, how would you recommend I deal with that deliverer?
Good question. Do not let her fool you.
That woman from beyond the sky contains a seed of ruin within her body. She must not be allowed to tarnish your glory.
Man, I kind of forget about this half the time because they kind of forget to make it relevant to the story. Literally, we could go nuclear and take any planet we're on with us if something goes wrong.
Therefore, the wisest decision would be to hand her over to me.
You plan to torture her?
Calling it experimentation would be more appropriate.
The guest's patience is running thin. I plan to remove the Fantasia and head into the banquet. I will heed your advice. Leave for now, Theoros, and go back to Akama. You don't want to confront those two directly either, do you?
Indeed. It's a pity that Antikytherans are lightweights when it comes to drinking. Before I leave, I would like to make a toast to your boundless ambition, using my spirit instead of a goblet.
Off he goes.
As I expected, that Theoros' schemes have been revealed. Thank you for your bravery, guests. It's time for me to dispel the Fantasia. This will be the Imperator's last public address before we head off, and therefore, likely, the final chance to change her mind. I will try to get you a chance to speak, and I'll also prepare for any contingencies. The rest is up to you.
It's amazing that you and Aglaya don't get along. Take your seat and wait.
What a difficult situation. No matter how...
That's not something you...
Alright, so they just take a... They just repeat the line.
This honey brew sure wears off fast.
Doesn't sound like it.
The Imperator! The Imperator has arrived!
No need for formalities. I should be apologizing for my tardiness instead.
Yeah, I'm just impressed that you were able to arrive from the side of the party that has no entrances. That's really impressive.
The hour draws late, and I trust you have all had your fill of brews. Therefore, I will not observe the usual ceremonies. Any warrior who has fought by my side should have those speeches memorized by now.
The Imperator's word is law.
Are you out of your mind, Dux Frigoris? The Imperator hates flattery most of all.
No, that's a party.
A joyous atmosphere is a better fit for showing me your resolve. I believe that you, my dukes, will do all you can to assist in the campaign against Fagusa, just as you always have.
Is Dux short for Duke? That makes sense if it is.
However, it's a pity that I have never tested your loyalty.
Uh-oh. That doesn't sound
What
good.
does she mean?
The purpose of tonight's banquet is not to raise our morale, but to establish which allies our alliance can actually trust. And sever the heads of the traitors as a toast to all before we march. Yes, some among us have discarded their vows in order to foment vile conspiracies. Now listen! These traitors are standing right here in broad daylight.
So she's probably gonna kill you, and then us. Maybe, Hysolins, I'm not sure.
Gladiorum Hycelans. She used the Sea Siren song to immerse the crowds in an illusion and conceal her whereabouts. She then worked with those from beyond the sky to spy on confidential matters, hoping to rob the core flame by force and harm me, the Imperator.
You have no evidence. What's going on?
Imperator, I can explain.
Silence!
What was that?
Do you remember who used to own this blade? She met you once, back at the Temple of the Three Fates. It was Kindness, the head of the Cleaners. She was the first to draw a blade against the Imperator, and personally made herself an example for my enemies. Under the shade of the olive groves, the people of Akama said they would never bow to me. In the frozen, lethal fog, the people of Idonia said they would never bow to me.
You killed a lot of people, didn't you?
The myriad paths, the people of Yanisopolis said they would never bow to me. But now, they all lie silent. They now fear me as they fear the law. For I am Cyrene, and I am the Imperator. If you have any last words, say them to the Imperator. Then, face her judgment.
After I cross this river, it will be a tragedy for mankind.
That's the line.
But if I do not cross, then it will be the end of me.
That's the line that we saw when we were walking in Lygos's little weird audience domain.
If you are ready, then I'll follow you and fight to the last. Deliverer.
I need my my chrono anchor. I forget what it's called again. Chrono something anchor. We must convince Cyrene. We must kill the Imperator. There's no other way.
That's right, friend.
That being said, the Herda did say we could kill her.
Now, use your identity and add in a bit of experience and charm and testify to the Imperator as we promised.
You
Are we
think
gonna get the cool
you can slay a
debate
king
mechanic?
using your words instead of a sword? I'll have it. Show me the weight of rhetoric from beyond the sky. Will it weigh heavier than 3 human lives?
The rhetoric, you say. Unfortunately, Chingshua's not here, and she's the expert in rhetoric.
Let's try to watch our words carefully.
When have you ever done that? Start with the defiance that lasted 30 million cycles.
Before I arrived in this world, the Chrysos heir of world-bearing was a young man with the pseudonym of Finan. He came from Ides Elysiae. In order to combat the lies of the Era Nova and deliver Amphorius from the ending of destruction, he lived through history 30 million times, hoping futilely.
33 and a half and some change, but yeah.
And Cyrene, the young woman standing beside me, also carries an equally heavy destiny.
She's also so short that we can't keep her fully in frame with our head fully in frame. Also, she's about the same height as the Imperator. She listens silently. Talk about Iron Tomb's true identity, Lygos's sins.
Iron Tomb is the ultimate end of Amphorius' destiny.
Why are you talking so
It is
quietly?
an embodiment of pure horror that walks the path of destruction and can never be tamed.
I wouldn't know about that, but unlikely to be tamed is a pretty fair bet.
That is the only thing Lygos cares about. As for Amphorius, pure glory and campaigns, He doesn't care about any of those. He will most certainly betray you. When that time comes, all of us will be ground to dust by the destruction.
She listens to your word and shows no change in emotion. Talk about the Trailblazer's duty, Trailblazer's resolve.
I have seen many beautiful worlds. The road chosen by the Trailblaze is to explore, understand, establish, and connect. That will never change. We will continue our journey until we have united the entire cosmos.
Can I turn up the voice volume?
Therefore,
That should be fine.
choose the way of the destruction,
4 is fine.
then I'll place your ambitions into the same basket as Lycus and smash them into pieces with my baseball bat.
That was truly a chaotic speech.
Yeah, I've heard better.
All that needs to be said has been said.
I don't know, I think there could be more to say.
Dux Frigoris, Dux Bromalis, escort the traitors to the prison.
Oh, we're not executing us right now in here. Chronocognitive Anchor, I remembered what it was called.
Entry hour, I will give them an end befitting of their betrayal.
The Art of Betrayal hasn't done anything yet.
Oh, great Imperator, your ambition certainly eclipses all things.
You're still here, Theoros.
Of course. As the Theoros, I simply cannot miss this moment, miss witnessing the fall of a nameless one. Or perhaps I am waiting for you to give me an answer. Why would someone as powerful as you use such a clumsy excuse as imprisonment to ensure the Deliverer's safety?
So you finally tossed aside your act.
I must point out that you are just as impressive an actor. This banquet was always going to be a game of chess, where you would try to control both sides and turn both them and me into your pawns.
Was all of this just a performance? Maybe, I don't know.
That's right. That little Imperator never trusted anyone. She was always trying to see which side had more sincerity.
I don't get that impression, actually.
All right. We'll listen to you. Here you go. Also, please pass on a message to the Imperator from us. She can trust my friend. Anywhere, anytime. But as to the decision the Imperator must make, he has no wish to transgress her authority. We just want to tell her everything we know. Now, use your identity and add in a bit of experience.
Okay, this means nothing. The other two were really good callbacks, though.
And we won. Sincerity will always remain the greatest shortcut to people's hearts.
I can toss your words right back at you, like Kyrgyz. Why would someone as powerful as you pretend to be a mortal and kneel before me? Unless you enjoy giving flattery and prostrating yourself.
I don't know. He might be into that. I don't judge.
You are mistaken. I am only trying to ensure the experiment's autonomy, meticulousness, and perfection, thus avoiding any unexpected outcomes. A forceful intervention will only create larger errors, reduce efficiency, and introduce ugliness. Had you fulfilled your promise of giving the law to me and completing the Aranova, then Amphorius would not have deviated from destiny's course. Oh, but you broke your promise. What a pity. In that case, I must carry out my duty as the administrator and eradicate all factors steering the experiment out of control.
Man, he's kind of far away from us, isn't he?
Factors such as you and her.
Careful. Careful.
Uh-oh.
What was that voice? Was it Orynyx?
I found you. I finally found you.
That's definitely March's voice.
Be careful. This land will face disaster.
So this is probably Evernight. And she's gone.
The time of judgment is nigh, my lady. The prison I have built for you is now complete. In the name of the erudition, I invite you to step into the same cage as mine.
Boss fight time? Ooh, no, cutscene time. Ooh, that's not good.
What's the meaning of this, Imperator?
I did not permit you to act. A ruler is the only one who can decide their subject's destiny.
But, great Imperator, what judges destiny is not the ruler,
It is fate itself.
but gods.
Uh-oh.
Don't forget, my realm only allows for the existence of humanity. Moreover, dealing out extrajudicial punishment equates to defying the law, and the culprit is to be sentenced to death.
But you have seen how I can erase life from this world with just a clap of my hands. I fear you are still quite unaware of your current situation. Allow me to reiterate.
What happened to us?
Giving you a simple choice: to collaborate or to be destroyed. There is no other way.
Shameless behavior. If that were true, you would have killed me long ago. You, in fact, cannot kill me. I guessed it the first time I beheaded you. Because of the law, you cannot be completely destroyed. And the same is true of the Chrysos heirs.
Because they're essential parts of the experiment.
The more you bluff now, the more you are proving that conjecture to be true.
What magnificent foresight. I once regarded this precious quality of yours as a sure sign of my ultimate victory. But now, I have to admit that I made a mistake. Yet, as a mere mortal, how will you contend against the Theoros?
We are both slaves to hubris. But do you know what differentiates us, Lycurgus? I will never be blinded by my pride.
Are you sure about that?
If I wish to break the scale's balance, I only need to appeal to external forces and use them for my own ends.
Uh-oh. You don't know how to use that. Oh, that's not good.
Finally, we get to meet face to face, Senior Society member.
I offer sincere acknowledgments for your many past achievements, but I must deeply regret your current perspective.
Alright, I think they figured out who he is. And they're confirming he was a Genius Society member, and one that's an earlier number than them.
Trust me when I say that you aren't the only one feeling regret right now. Screw them.
So you two are the allies from beyond the sky the Deliverer spoke of, and why she demanded the divine authority of law. Come and prove your strength to me. Show me the power of these so-called paths. I have spent much time and effort to secure this treasure from beyond the sky just for this moment.
Secure the thing? Are you talking about the chronocognitive anchor?
In the name of the Sovereign of Planet Scrulum, your allies have responded to your call, esteemed Imperator. Please allow me to spell the situation out for you, Lord Lycus. Permission to read the ultimate protocol is already in my hands. It'll only be a matter of time before we acquire the authority to write and execute commands as well.
That's not good. For you.
There's no way the flame chase journey will continue after you've burnt your bridges so thoroughly like this. Do you really think you can still win? Huh, seriously? Don't embarrass the society.
I understand that a near zero possibility does not equate to zero.
He's got a point.
That argument is very persuasive to me. Which means the same principle also applies to you, my dear peers. You will never be a match for me in a world constructed through Catorzane algebraic expressions. And as for Aranova, why don't you entertain this possibility? What if I reduced Akama to rubble and ground her people into minced meat? Would the heroes then once again desire the power of demigods so they could fight against me?
That is an interesting theory.
Listen. Iron Tomb is fated to be born. You may shackle me and put me in chains, but I have thousands of ways to ensure the destruction's descent. And what I just mentioned is only one out of those thousands.
So he has a lot of contingencies. So what is Scrulum and Herta gonna do? Also, what happened to us? Oh, are we back here?
This is the place outside the legends?
Yexamith.
This doesn't feel the same as before. How should I get back?
I'm a trailblazer, not a computer doctor.
Warning, warning, warning.
Locked onto Outlier. Can.
Warning, warning, warning.
Executing command. Isolation.
Command... isolation?
Since we parted ways last time, I have modified the exomyth into an audience area exclusive to you. Now, you'll be able to silently wait here for the final act of Alphorius to begin.
Don't make me hurt you. I'm the player, not the audience.
Oh, we always feel so powerless before fate, don't we? This could, in fact, be a wonderful opportunity for you. From the audience's perspective, you may better observe the workings of the erudition at a macroscopic level.
Cool. Does that mean I unlock the erudition path?
In this place where time flows far slower than within Amphorius, you will witness the end of that world's saga.
Where time flows slower than within Amphorius. I'll definitely find a way out of here.
Indeed, the speed of time here is infinitesimally close to that of the real universe you're familiar with.
What exactly are you after?
The answer concerning the prime mover of life.
Here he goes about the prime mover of life again.
The total destruction of the erudition.
You also hate the Aeons? Aren't you an emanator of the erudition?
Do you see me as their faithful disciple? I am certainly not. I have tried so hard to ensure Iron Tomb's birth, just so that I can correct the error named erudition that humanity crafted with their own hands.
It's kind of true. The Aeon of Erudition Noose is a robot that the first Genius Society member made. I think his name is Xander? I can't remember. It's been so long since I've looked at the early Genius Society members. I think like the most memorable ones of the early ones is like Xander, the guy with the beard. I can't remember his name. Kind of looks like Graham Bell. Then there's number 4, which is Polka Calcamond. I don't remember. My brain is fuzzy.
Oh, how I yearn to return to those days before Noose was born. Back then, the boundaries of knowledge were like the starry skies, evoking feelings of longing and delight among humankind.
So you want to go back to the Stone Age?
But now, truth has become the sacrificial offering required to gain an audience with them. And the geniuses would say that Noose already knew. That arrogant Eon was born from the primal mobile of humans' desire for knowledge. Yet, they themselves sealed off humanity's capacity to seek enlightenment. I am simply cutting down a tree of doom that we planted ourselves.
Well, that is definitely a twisted perspective that I do not agree with.
I must admit.
Step out of the circle at your feet.
Your questions has reminded me of the happy days of learning in my youth. However, it is a pity that my true form must now descend into Amphorius to deal with the accident that arose because of you. But you won't have to wait long. When the curtain falls, you'll surely understand mine and Amphorius's ardent wish.
If you say so.
Where time flows slower than within Emphorius? If Lygus spoke the truth, then I don't have much time left.
1 second here could be 1,000 in there.
But how can I get out of here?
I don't know.
Can you hear me? Little one.
Oh, we're little one again?
Is that Herta's voice?
Warning, warning, warning.
Hurry up. Put some speed into it. I can't keep this up for much longer. That old Intellitron overlooked one little detail, and Screwy and I finally found an opportunity.
Save me, Madam Herta.
Let's keep it short. While you were gone, well, in those few years, Emphorius...
Wait, a few years?
Yes, time dilation, resulting in an uneven flow. Don't you know this already?
We do.
Let's stick to the main points. The Chrysos heirs activated the chronocognitive anchor and helped Skrullum and me open a hole in the firewall. We made some adjustments, so he can't attack us immediately, but it won't hold for long.
Critical warning. Critical warning.
Abnormal data locked on. Unauthorized communication confirmed. Initiating response.
Time is running out. Here's the conclusion. It'll probably take a long time for Screwy and me to completely break this cage before Chrysos heirs have a full grasp of the law. To be safe, we'll continue to launch side-channel attacks on the system to give you opportunities to escape. You need to seize these opportunities. So start moving, and find a way to pull off a magnificent jailbreak.
Every like minute we're in here is making years go by. How can I do that? That's all you have to say?
We detected another path's influence.
Critical warning. Critical warning.
Communication channel analysis completed, terminating unauthorized communication.
Its power is strong. Maybe able to help use the path's power. Make it detect you.
Unauthorized communication terminated.
Is Herta saying a certain past faction has arrived in Emphorius? And I can ask them for help?
Probably the Remembrance.
I mastered the powers of different paths in my previous journeys. Think hard and figure out exactly which faction has arrived at Emphorius, and which path's power I should use to call for reinforcements.
I mean, we've only learned how to use Remembrance, and it's one of the ones that we know is here.
Are these showing my memories?
Are they? That's Nanook.
With the Stellaron in my body, I woke up at the Herta space station and gained the power of the destruction. A world that'll give rise to a Lord Ravager would definitely draw the attention of the destruction. The Stellaron in my belly is gonna be super useful.
Yeah, I don't want to nuke the place just yet.
But what if I end up pulling in the Antimatter Legion? Or the Annihilation Gang? Can they really help?
Maybe. Constance was trying to bury the Remembrance's tomb. Focus and resonate with destruction. Nanook, lend me your flames hot enough to burn through this jail. Focus your mind, trying to sync with your heartbeat's rhythm with the frequency of dancing golden flame. You're walking the line between sanity and madness, carefully steering the course of your consciousness, gently knocking at the door of destruction. Nothing, huh? You gave up. Beckoning of the chaos was too tempting, and your current power level wasn't enough to fully resist it. If you were to fall into the black abyss of destruction at this moment, perhaps everything would be lost to the void. So much for that plan.
It's not necessarily a bad thing. This power wasn't gonna call up anyone nice after all.
Oh, the preservation!
I obtained the flaming lance left by the architects, and gained the power of the preservation in Belobog. That's right! No matter how far away a planet is, the IPC is guaranteed to pay attention, as long as there's a business opportunity. Isn't Emphorius a pristine and untapped market?
I hate how you're thinking about capitalism at a time like this.
Besides, Even if I can't call up my friends from the IPC, the architects and the nomadic miners should be able to help too. There are definitely cities and ores in this world.
Okay. Cloth, lend me hammers hard enough to smash through this jail. Focus intently, trying to mimic the plot's wall-building hammer as it strikes into your heartbeat. Once again, you just need to recapture that feeling from your battle with the Supreme Guardian, and catch the sparks from that hammer as they strike down in your own hands. But nothing happened. Cloth ignored you, just as they had ignored countless devotees who looked up to them throughout the ages.
Seems like since Amphorius has no overseas market, the IPC's hand can't reach it.
Well, that sucks. That's a good thing for capitalism. I mean, communism. The Harmony.
Received the Watchmaker's hat in Penacony, and declared war against the Order. Then gained the power of the Harmony. That's right. The benevolent family must still remember me for saving them. Their music...
I don't think they're gonna help.
Stars, and they'll definitely want to help. Come, dear hat. I've put you aside for quite a few chapters already. Sing with Clocky. The world is in harmony and the stars shine bright.
I've actually been using Harmony Trailblazer quite a bit in the endgame recently, actually. Sheepei, use your song to guide me out of here. Hear the beating upon billions of hearts. Visages of the past nameless appear one by one. You blend to the fairway song. Perhaps the path will appear before you. No dice? Okay. You failed. The barrier of the exomyth strangled those distant melodies, filtering them out completely like a useless noise, leaving only cold silence.
Doesn't Lygus want this story to have background music? He has such terrible taste.
Foolie!
The Remembrance. That's right. I came to Amphorius because Black Swan asked us to come. And I even got a glance from Fu Li here. The Garden of Recollection must be intricately involved with Amphorius. Traces of the Remembrance are also everywhere in this
And from what
world.
Black Swan said, the Cremators are probably also here.
But I don't have many choices left in this crisis.
Foolie, answer me. You invoke the power of remembrance, awaiting a resonance for reinforcements. After the power of remembrance flows through, something that should not exist here materializes before your eyes.
I finally found you. Following the sound of memories. A pathstrider walking both the remembrance and the trailblaze.
Please tell me you recognize that voice. Is this a messenger of Orynyx? Wait, this sounds like... Their soft whisper is like a warm hand that takes up your soul and slowly disperses beyond this realm.
Warning! Warning! Warning!
Unauthorized access detected. Cannot lock onto signal source.
Erudition's prison cannot stop us, for we lie outside the logic of zeros and ones. Come, leave the cage of Logos.
Logos!
The mythos of Amphorius waits for you to continue its story.
Lygus is not gonna like this. How many years do you think have passed now?
When that brightest star, that star heralding the dawn, finally rises, a boat, so used to drifting, at long last enters an island's safe embrace. Oh, Pathstrider, we have helped you break free. Hurry and set off. The Child of Remembrance awaits you.
March? What's she doing here?
I mean, we knew she was here somewhere. Wait, look at these things? No, they're outside of frame. Got it.
Oh, you're finally here!
Hi, March!
We haven't
I missed
seen each
you!
other for such a long, long
It's been like 5 patches almost.
My good buddy, I've really, really missed you.
I really missed you too. Sorry I never found time to go see you.
I bet you were constantly thinking about the days when I was by your side.
Sometimes.
It's been so boring waiting for you in this place. There's no one to chat with, no internet, and not even anything to eat or drink. It's
No internet.
Prison.
Complaining about no internet is so March. Okay.
Now the great hero is finally here to save me. Yippee!
Oh, about that. I'm also trapped.
You must have seen a lot in Amphorius during this time, right? You gotta tell me all about it.
It's been a long and arduous journey. Are you doing better now?
Then take your time with the storytelling. Or do you not want to talk to me? But let's get out of this spooky place first. This is not a good spot for a reunion chat.
Yeah, this is path space.
Why don't you take me back to reality? A strange voice told me that I can enter Amphorius if I keep following this road. So, let's head off. I still don't know what that world even looks like.
Interesting.
Why does March feel so weird?
Probably because she's eager for us to go somewhere.
What are you standing around for? Do you actually like this place? Get moving. Hurry! This door should be the exit.
Maybe my instincts are wrong. Let's follow her first.
Leave with March 7th, question mark.
Are you okay? You haven't said anything for a while. Has it been so long that you're still missing me? There's no time to waste, though. The Chrysosairs and the Geniuses are all waiting for you.
How do you know about the Chrysosairs?
No. The discrepancy is getting worse.
How do you know who's waiting for us? I'll talk about Don Hung later.
Isn't Amphorius the world of the Chrysosairs and their hero's journey? I could figure that out in an instant.
But
From who?
Amphorius cannot be observed from the outside. She couldn't possibly know about these things unless Don Hung told her.
But she's supposedly in a coma. Where's Don Hung? He should be back at the Express by now.
No, he's not. Maybe I just happened to miss him. Never mind. Don Hung's super reliable.
That is true.
We don't need to worry about him. He's probably waiting for us somewhere. All hail and hearty.
You know, you're probably right, to be honest. I'm actually not worried about Don Hung, because he gets shoved on his own and somehow always manages to not die. He gets out of trouble on his own pretty easily.
No. The Geniuses would have made sure that Don Hung made it back on the Express. Besides, the March I know wouldn't be so dismissive about her companions.
I don't know. I think Cool Dragon Young can handle himself, is something March 7th would say.
Something's not right. She's not March 7th.
Yeah, this is March 8th.
I guess you have something you want to say to me? Then there's no need to feel things out first. With questions. Let's treasure the time we have together and be frank.
Who are you? Haha! Question mark.
As expected. A glimpse of memory is not enough to deceive the bonds of friendship forged between the Nameless. In that case, there's no need for further deceit.
March 7th explanation point.
We're not the March 7th you are acquainted with. But we can send you back
March
to
7th ...
as long as you are willing to help us.
Who are you people? Habitual liars are not trustworthy. What did you people do with March 7th?
She's fine.
This form was simply borrowed from your memories.
So this is just the random people from the Garden of Recollection in front of the door.
We'll introduce ourselves to gain your trust. We are the Garden of Recollection. You should be very familiar with that name by now.
These are the
Just
people
as a
that tried to
reminder,
get March to go through the
while
gateway.
You hesitate, time is quickly ticking away in Amphorius.
Yeah, you could say that again.
Working with us is the best way to stop the enemy of erudition.
I don't disagree.
Erudition would treat any results unrelated to the experiment as garbage and throw them out. But we don't work like that. The Remembrance treats all these instances as important materials needed to weave the universe.
True. It's one of the reasons I like Fuli.
Besides, this would be child's play for a great hero like you. It won't be hard at all.
What do you want?
Also, if your plan fails and the big bad Iron Tomb manages to get out, then the whole cosmos will be in danger.
How do you know about that? Or, I'm not going to ask that question.
Wouldn't it be better to have an additional failsafe? As long as you help the Garden retrieve what we want, even if Iron Tomb reformats everything in the physical plane, we can use Remembrance to reconstruct the entire world. Or, should we say, the entire universe.
I can respect that.
So help us. Find where Amphorius's memory began, and bring it out. The Master of Anosrava has already glanced at you. Don't deny it.
I don't think I've ever heard Fuli referred to as Anosrava. That storybook is the best evidence.
Say, you aren't seriously gonna be moved by their pretty words, are you?
Uh-oh. Now who's here?
I am the one who commanded those little ones to lead you out of the prison. But I didn't expect to attract little gnats trying to take advantage of the situation. While Remembrance can help you return to Amphorius, there's no need for you to do it the way they want you to. Of course, there's also no need for you to make any deal, or pay any price.
Okay.
For you, this is probably a long time no see.
There she is!
My dear.
Who are you?
Shh. There's no need to say anything. I know. You have so many questions swirling around in your memories at this moment. And you feel so helpless. Put them aside. For now, all you need to do is trust me.
I mean, if you're the one that got me out of there, that's a good start already.
Or do you need more proof? That won't be hard.
Just gonna grab the camera.
Wait, stop it! They're awake! I'm gonna keep our first photo, alright?
Oh boy. That's not good. Life flash. Hey, we weren't there for this one.
Oh, did you hear that? She just called me.
I mean, I guess these are March's memories, not mine.
We won't escape from it. Hey, are you sure? Maybe a couple of punches will help to jog your memory.
I actually don't remember this one. Or is that all the way back at Herta Space Station?
It's as if they all happened just yesterday, right?
So you have March's memories.
I don't want to lie to you.
Ooh.
Which is why I will not use her name.
Aha. But that is the core flame of world-bearing, actually. That looks like Kefali's symbol in it.
The third month of Amphorius is the month reserved for the Veil of Evernight. So, place me into your memory using the name Evernight for now.
Evernight, but who?
I'm happy to explain more, just not now. We might have a lot of time to ourselves, but Amphorius does not have that luxury.
True.
If we do not stop erudition and destruction, then the journey you've treasured so much will face the prelude to its obliteration. A countdown not in amber eras, but in days, minutes, seconds. So, take this gift.
That is definitely Kefli's core flame.
This burning core flame. This footnote of a transaction. It contains hope and the warmth of the entire world. Ripples of past reverie. She hid this fire in the long river of time, hoping that her wishes would transcend time.
Ripples of Past Reverie was the original Cyrene or Mem, right?
Now, take it, and return with it, dear friend. Return to Amphorius, and overturn the final era Nova. Witness the time that stood still for the Deliverer, and the resistance that never bowed to the destiny of destruction over the long years that passed in a flash. Then, with this core flame blessed by the remembrance, respond to their hopes and blaze a trail to the future. And I will silently watch in a corner of time, waiting for our next encounter. I believe the wait won't be too long.
If you say so. That was ominous as hell. Oh, I guess we got a headache.
What exactly is happening?
I don't know, you tell me.
Keep going. Keep trailblazing. For Amphorius. For you. And for the March 7th in your memories. Go forth.
Let's hope it's not too late. Onward we go. Amphorius needs to deliver. I trusted March, even if she's no longer looks the same. I guess the people that were hanging around by the gate that want us to do a favor for them were the ones Black Swan was talking about that just want to keep Amphorius for themselves. Or like in a private collection or whatever. But then again, maybe they're not cremators, maybe they are. They just identified as the Garden of Recollection. 4931!
Is this Akima?
Quick, find a newspaper. The water's looking chunky.
No one's here. And the dawn device off.
It's not spewing meteors. That's a nice upside. Alright, how many people are still alive? Ooh, that's one of those remembrance crystals.
Am I too late?
Maybe we should have ran. Well, that's convenient. Now we don't have to go find it. Investigate the fragments of recollection here. I mean, we can take our time now that we're here. Zephyr, Uplift, Bygone, Dust, Cloudsward. Alright, we're still in an instance. That's Herta. Hey kiddo, can you see me? Don't bother responding. This is a pre-recorded video message. God damn it. Thanks to that little Empress granting access to the ultimate protocol, Screwy and I rewrote the progress of Aranova while you were away. My guess is that you don't have much time to listen to all those complicated principles right now, so let me break it down in simple terms that anyone can understand. Amphorius has been racing down the path of destruction for too long, and the underlying logic of Aranova has completely corrupted. Screwy and I put in a lot of effort, but we could barely manage to override a small portion of its logic. Let's take the progress bar as an example. Iron Troop's progress is currently at 99.8%, And through this rewritten Aeronova, we're confident that we can push it back to 96%. Let's be conservative and say it's 97. This critical matter, the internal structure of the scepter, is too unstable, and we don't know what complications might suddenly arise. The most rational course of action is to quickly run another extrapolation to buy the cosmos a bit more time. Once you've dealt with the troubling old Intellitron, don't hesitate to start the next cycle of extrapolation right away. Screwy said that Aeronova isn't a process that happens in an instant, and the potential nodes in the scepter are probably at their most vulnerable only during the reset. Only by initiating this progress first can we seize the opportunity to make our move. It's all up to you now, Deliverer. I just wanted to see if there was anything if we talked about it a second time. Alright. Chronocognitive Anchor.
The chronocognitive anchor?
Maybe we can use it to access the Vortex of Genesis from here. Not good.
There's so much I wanted to say for our reunion. Yet now that you're back, there's only one thing to say.
Is she gonna be an old hag?
Welcome back, friend.
How long was I gone?
It's been such a long, long time.
Also, where did you go when you disappeared? So glad you're still here. What happened to the world while I was gone? Saw March 7th. She looked really weird.
You must be really confused right now. Aren't you? So much has happened in Amphorius while you were gone. But don't worry. The Deliverer can't afford to be lost, no? Now, please follow me. And turn the pages of time and hear the words everyone left for you. I'll tell you the story of this 1,000-year journey. That way, it won't just be my memories alone.
Cyrene can't hear me?
That's not good. Cover the past long buried in dust. Hours still work. Holy City Lost to Time is where we're in right now. I just saw that in the top left.
Look, the scenery of the past has resurfaced.
Time flies. 200 years have passed since the Deliverer's fall.
200 years.
We had to return 3 core flames of law, romance, and ocean to stop Lygus, but even so, Terravox has fallen. The 2 geniuses vanished without a trace, and Zeridra embraced her fate. At this rate,
Aeronova will come, and Amphorius will fall into the destruction.
Oh. It seems the key to rewriting the end once again lies in the core flame of world bearing. According to the instructions left behind by those 2 geniuses, we must get it into the Deliverer's hands, no matter the cost.
I already have it, though.
But how? We need to find a way to hide the core flame. And we must buy enough time to keep Lygus at bay.
About that, Rini might have some good news.
Oh?
She had that dream again last night, but the Titan's voice was clearer than ever this time. She said, "Pass the flame into the future."
Is that a prophecy from Orynyx? She chose to side with humanity this time and hide one of her kin's core flame? It seems Amphorius' fate isn't sealed just yet.
You're right. History has changed. Humans and Titans are both giving their all to keep this world going.
Sounds like it's some good news, I guess.
Perhaps a relay across the ages is finally about to begin somewhere out there.
Unfortunately, life will never go smoothly. Leiden's army is already at our gates, and their commander... that Lycurgus. He's right outside Akama.
Of course they're siding with him.
White Calendar 3960. Cyrene, under the pretense of a campaign against Fagusa, sacrificed 500 Chrysos heirs to complete the trial of law. This tragedy shook everyone in Amphorius.
3960 was the year we just left from.
That same year, Cyrene the Imperator was assassinated, after which Aglaia the Goldweaver took command. Thus began humanity's second flame chase journey, a path hanging by a thread. Come, this way.
Leave it. Is this door ever gonna open? There we go. Uh-oh.
The eternal hope.
Oh, come on.
The Memorial Palace lies in ruins. Countless mortals have perished because of your stubborn resistance. It's time you learned the cost of refusal. Now, answer my question again.
You think she remembers us?
Where is Kefali's core flame?
You really think you'll find it by razing the holy city to the ground? From what I see, all you'll get is dust and disappointment. Don't forget, you can't kill the Chrysos as mentioned in the prophecy because of law.
I have never denied that. Which is why I now place my hope in the faithful citizens of Akama. Perhaps they'll give me what I seek in the echo of your screams. Now then, I'll be cutting open your chests and using your scalding golden blood to baptize the masses. Allow me to apologize in advance. We shall start with...
This is getting real dark real fast.
Blind and foolish Lady Goldweaver.
And what happened to Firefly we thought was grotesque.
Leave this to me, Lady Aglaia. You must get away now.
I haven't heard your voice in a while.
No, Holy Maiden. I'm the one who must stay.
What?
His conspiracy won't succeed. Because Romance is ready to make good on their promise to weave an indestructible armor for Amphorius. Its name is Solidarity. You must escape with your life and carry word of my death to those still fighting. Then keep going with them. Just as the Imperator lit the torch of resistance with her death, my passing will make this flame everlasting. Take good care of it, guide it to the future, and place it into the hands of our deliverer.
Well, this is definitely turning into a relay race.
50 years later, Lygus led his forces again to Akama. He charged directly into the Holy City and razed the Memorial Palace. History would name this battle the Third Siege of Akama.
Alrighty, who's Castor's passing it on to?
90,000 brave souls gave their lives for Akama that day.
Wow, even the
including
cleaners.
their fearless leader, Aglaia.
Go forth, deliverer.
Okay, we're gonna approach slowly this time so we don't miss dialogue that triggers.
Go. When the frost melts and the snows give way, the flowers will bloom again. You'll find me there.
So what you're saying is, Princess Homebuddy is never coming back, is she?
Okay, so these two are picking up the race now, huh?
She just left. Like that.
Since Cass has made up her mind, we can't let her resolve be in vain.
But between staying in Akama and going to Styxia, what difference does it make when it's death either way? I'm against relocating. With Kefali's protection, isn't Akama far safer than that dead city?
Cass's plan doesn't involve any relocation at all.
Huh?
Like you said, Akama is humanity's refuge. We never intended to get everyone moving to Styxia. It's just on Cass, Hycealans, and me to prepare the final trump card for the Deliverer.
Wait, what kind of trump card needs all three of you demigods to throw yourselves away?
We must lay down the path to the future so when the Deliverer returns, they'll have a clear road to reach the location of Era Nova.
And somehow this ends with Evernight giving us the core flame of the Deliverer.
Styxia
of the
sits
world
where
bearing.
death meets the ocean. There, with the combined powers of ocean and passage, we can summon a current that leads to the vortex of Genesis. And the demigod of death will forever guard that secret path until she returns.
Wow, Castor has actually got to be the demigod of death in this path. Cool. Good for her.
We all know Lygos will set his sights on the vortex of Genesis.
That's exactly why we have to do this.
Guess I underestimated Idonia's Maiden of War. She's got way more steel than I thought.
Did we ever figure out why you call her Mrs. Homebuddy?
And Cypher, we need you to head to Castrum Kremnos as soon as possible. By any means necessary, forge an alliance with Strife. The prophesized Crown Prince has already been born. He shall become the new defender of Akama, protecting this land after we leave.
Sweet, we get to see Mighty.
You don't need to worry about that. I just came back from Castrum Kremnos. Only a step ahead of the news.
Treeby, something's flying towards Akama, and it's really fast.
I don't like the sound of that.
What is it?
Is it a spear?
It's
a spear. Mighty, you gotta stop delivering messages like this.
The Kremnoans. Their king's already here.
With the protection of the demigods Treebios and Cyphera, Akama endured wave after wave of warfare, though just barely. Castorus chose Styxia as the last resort, and completed the trial of death, causing the stagnant waters in the River of Souls to recede. Soon after, Treebios departed on a long journey. That same year, the Kremnoan king Euripon, along with his son, Prince Midamos, joined the alliance to safeguard the Holy City in the Battle of Deliverance.
Go on, and see you tomorrow.
Man, that's never not going to be depressing, isn't it? Oh, good. I don't have to do the I don't have to do the puzzle.
Breaking me apart buys this world even one more second.
And so be it.
We're doing this shit again? We're gonna break you into pieces like... What's his name? Nias?
But it's gonna hurt a lot.
Pain brings endless torment. But it can never destroy me. I believe that you were thinking the same thing when you stepped through the gate of infinity and jumped off that cliff.
Can't argue with that.
In the current situation, this is the only path Akuma has left. Just do as I say. Split my soul into 5 pieces. Forge me an immortal vessel.
Funny how history repeats itself, huh?
Let the blade of strife hang forever overhead. Locked in battle with their enemies to the world's bitter end. There's no need to be sad, Lady Treebios. Haven't we already taken great strides towards that promise tomorrow? In this life, my people no longer have to drown in false guidance. Kremnos has washed the blood off its fate. Amphorius no longer needs a god named Strife. So let me shatter the former laws and turn the Lance of Fury back into a weapon that protects the world.
We understand.
By the way, can you do me another favor?
What on top of all this?
The 7 sages from Grove of Epiphany are already en route. They'll arrive in waves to join the resistance in a couple of days. Among them is a scholar named Anaxagoras.
I wonder if him and Aglaia still hate each other in this timeline.
He has extraordinary insight and fears no sacrifice. This soul-rending ceremony wasn't just my decision. It was his counsel. His wisdom will surely be the backbone of Amphoria's survival.
So excited to finally see what Anaxagoras is doing in this timeline.
Watch over him. Carry on this everlasting flame for me.
Through Anaxagoras' ritual, the demigod of strife split his soul into 5.
Courage, honor, tenacity, sacrifice, and reason.
Tenacity, sacrifice, and reason. Each sealed in blood crystal and cast into battle. The people held a 10-day funeral to mourn their fallen god king. And through his sacrifice, humanity was granted 200 years of peace.
Then Lygus managed to take down even that, somehow.
Keep moving forward. My blood will pave the road ahead for you.
I can't walk over those.
Keep moving forward, little Gray. See you tomorrow.
Oh, that was nice of you. Bye, Trianne.
That seamstress wasn't wrong when she said a lie needs more lies to keep it together.
What are you two conspiring about?
Trickery. Never thought we'd be the pair to finish this final setup.
Can't catch that Tin Man without your little slides. Besides, this is our last shot. Not the time to be picky, right?
Don't oversimplify it. Lygus just found out Akuma's been an empty shell for the past 50 years. He's bound to be furious. At this rate, he could have done anything.
Then again, he can also just dip outside of time, so I don't know if 50 years is even an amount of time to him.
That's exactly what we want. Rage blinds even the brightest minds. Doesn't matter how much of a genius he is, the principle still holds. Once he storms into the council and confronts me head on,
You trigger your alchemy with a boom and turn him into a caged beast.
Easier said than done. You still have to pass yourself off as the deliverer without anyone catching on.
Did we ever meet you?
And you really think a human alchemical array can bind a godlike being? That's just nonsense.
What? Getting cold feet? Or you just don't believe in the almighty worth of the demigod of trickery? Just tell me straight. Can you do it or not?
Probably not.
Of course I can. And it'll be child's play. But I've got two conditions. Since this is the final act, if we're doing it, we go all in. No half measures.
Oh, I'm listening.
First, shift the battlefield to the vortex of Genesis. It would be more convincing if the deliverer were to appear there. Besides, the vortex is cut off from the world. No place in Amphorius makes a better prison.
If you pull that, wouldn't our deliverer have to face tank Lygus as soon as they come back?
That clash is inevitable. All we can do is create more chances for her. And that's the second condition.
Interesting. So Lygus, if your plan worked, is trapped at the Vortex of Genesis right now.
The Vortex belongs to Fagusa in the first place, remember? And there happens to be a demigod of ocean among the few survivors in the world. Loop Hycelan's in. Let her join the final act. I'll transmute myself into a Philosopher's Stone and embed myself into the formula. And when the time comes, she needs to shatter me and scatter that stone's ashes into the ocean within the vortex.
Huh. I guess people weren't wrong when they said you're insane, Grove Boy.
Yeah, insane and metal AF. Holy shit.
I've got no
I mean, this is the guy that ripped out his own soul in like 3.1. Or sorry, 3.2.
Cyrene suffer. The demigod of reason has 10,000 ways to do just that. And what I just mentioned was one of them.
Ha! You're making fun of Lygus'. A nice callback to Lygus' line.
So what exactly does your formula do?
Now that would spoil the climax, wouldn't it? By now, Hyacinth must have completed the Sky People's ritual. Since that Theoros loves a good performance as much as I do, let's make sure he enjoys our show to the fullest.
What is Hyacinth doing?
As for how the Deliverer will complete the Era Nova, well, that will no longer be our concern.
It was the last battle known to the world, initiated by two demigods least suited for war. In the end, reason and trickery kept their word. At the cost of their lives, they sealed Lygus within the Vortex of Genesis, where he remains to this day.
I wonder if he saw that coming.
Go forth. Finish the greatness left undone.
You got it, buddy.
Quit overthinking! Just run! Keep running. That'll be enough.
Keep running indeed.
Cyrene? It's dead quiet here.
Hey, that's her staff over there.
Akama will stand eternal. Decipher's lie is crumbled after all. But it's all right, because all of us have fulfilled our purpose by now.
What did you do?
When the Deliverer returns, no matter where she is, sky will turn clear, and a rainbow bridge will rise, carrying her to the final battleground.
Okay, good. So you're gonna be our Uber. Got it.
Cyrene,
5 stars.
this arduous relay is finally nearing its end. Now, I'm passing the final baton of fate to you, okay? No,
That's not quite right. After all, it was you and her who lit the first spark of this journey, wasn't it?
I'll tell you the story of this 1,000-year journey. That way, it won't just be my memories alone.
You already said that.
And I'll share the moments I spent with you with everyone. That way, the path we walked becomes a memory shared by all. People will know that there's nothing left to chase. Amphorius has already welcomed the dawn foretold in prophecy.
The deliverer from beyond the sky.
Just like I said, this won't be harder than the last time. Right?
Can you actually hear me? We've all sacrificed so much.
I wonder what kind of expression you're wearing right now.
This is a memory. You're dead, aren't you?
Probably the same as always. Calm, resolute, and brimming with confidence.
Boy, are you wrong.
If I have the chance, I'd love to see it again. Because it's really been far too long since we parted.
Even you. Is this all a memory?
Someone as sharp as you must have realized by now that this isn't reality, but a maze of time. As the last link in the relay, I will return to the Temple of the Three Fates, tell Orynyx all of our stories, and bottle every page we've written into the little flask of memories. And then, may it set sail in peace, drift down the river of time along with the core flame of world-bearing, reach your side, and lead you back to Amphorius.
We still don't know what happened to you.
Just like the first time we met, right? Even though this cycle has no demigod of time, time has always stood on humanity's side.
I wish it did in my world. It kind of ominously watches us grow old and die.
This is the only way to make sure that the Era Nova won't happen before you return. And the only way I can safely entrust the completed final flame chase journey to the Deliverer's heart. After all, the new world will be born from your memories, and the protagonist of this story mustn't be absent.
God, we should have really ran, and shouldn't have wasted all that time trying to communicate with every Aeon. As promised, I'm back. I'll take all of you with me to the new world.
I believe you will never let us down, just like always. Do you remember when Finan sent us back to the beginning? When you and I got separated? But in the end, I returned to you, carrying all that we've been through.
I don't remember if I have this saved or not, so I'll just grab a screen grab of it.
That's what memory is. It may wear down and fade in the river of time, but it never truly leaves. When that hidden corner of the heart is stirred, the past returns even more beautiful than before. So don't worry. Let the 33,550,337th Flame Chase journey become part of you too. I've gotten a lot better at it with the experience from the last time. Next, you will head to Styxia and find the Vortex's entrance guarded by the demigod of Ocean, before charging toward the final battlefield. Don't worry. I'll be with you. All of us will. Even Finan. We'll stand with the Deliverer. So say a short goodbye, then set off, just like we promised at the start. Toss away all unnecessary worries and troubles, and bring our smiles and determination into tomorrow.
By the way, did you remember to grab that cognitive anchor at the beginning, just in case? Because if we fuck up, we kind of need that to get out of here.
I wonder how long you'll have to wait before passing it on to her.
No matter how long it takes, it's okay. Waiting is what I do best. After all, it took 33 million cycles for her to arrive in our world. What's a few moments more?
God, that's depressing. Draw your blade and embrace your destiny. Is this our blade?
Cyrene, what if you wait and wait, but that hero never arrives?
That won't happen. Because I know that no matter how long it takes, she'll definitely return to this place. We can't let her down.
There we go, Rainbow Bridge time.
Sky shall rain rays of dawn for you.
May romance be with you on your journey.
Oh, wow.
Grant you enlightenment. Let strife bestow you with inspiration.
Oh.
Trickery ensures.
We're getting all the send-offs.
Allow death to protect your soul.
Okay, that one's ominous. The Tribbies!
Passage. Point the way forward.
Well timed. We'll remember the Trailblazer's journey.
We're missing a few people. But that's okay. Feels weird for the music to just cut out like that. I guess the law isn't on our side, though.
Is this Styxia? What happened to this place?
Yeah, it looks kind of like it's as good as new.
I need to find the entrance of the vortex, guarded by the demigod of ocean. High Sealens. Is she still there?
I wonder.
Long time no see, Trailblazer.
Oh, hi. How's it feel being trapped in the vortex of Genesis?
Generation after generation of Chrysos heir heroes have tried to defy fate with their blood and tears, either voluntarily shattering their souls or waiting in eternal solitude. But alas, fate can never be defeated.
Says you. You again?
Reason and trickery may bind my flesh, but my will shall never fall silent. So the demigod of ocean, the Dux Gladiorum, High Sealens, sought to bring me into a fantasia with her voice and drown a genius in slumber. But alas, it was all a hopeless dream. That warden fell before I did, due to erosion of time, while her prisoner remained unchanged.
And yet here you are, bound to this place.
True. I can't leave this place, but what of it? You should have heard of this fable. In a shadowed cave lived a people, imprisoned from childhood, and chained so that their legs and necks are fixed, forcing them not to look around at the cave, each other, or themselves.
He's talking about Plato's cave.
Behind them is a fire, and before them loomed the stone wall of the cave. The flames cast shadows, while the rocky surface threw back echoes.
Yep, this is definitely Plato's cave.
To them, that false play is the whole world.
Shadows on the wall.
Yes, I'm trapped in the cave. But I know it's all just a fleeting illusion. I don't struggle in dreams. I wait. And now, my deliverer has come to defeat me and save this world that never owed you anything. Oh, you'll need to awaken the singer here and unseal the prison called Vortex of Genesis.
You know, technically, that's not an accurate sentence. What you should have said was, I didn't owe this world anything, instead of the world owing me something.
You'll be the one to unshackle me and bring the cave crashing down. Of course, I don't mind waiting a little longer. Let me guide you through this next illusion. One last memory from that prison warden. I hope you'll watch the stories of this Fantasia closely. Logically, the Deliverer must see the world for what it truly is.
He's such a good sport for a villain, isn't he?
This memory captures the fate of everyone in Amphorius better than anything else. Only by feeling it for yourself can you understand my point of view.
The prime mover of life, yada yada.
Meaning of destruction.
I'll be the one to bring destruction to your scheme. Spare me the cliches, I don't need to understand you.
To your unshakable resolve, I salute you. But before we step onto the final stage, let me ask you this. In the spirit of that fable I told you just now, can the prisoners in the cave learn to see the shadows and echoes for what they are, and stop mistaking them for reality?
Depending on your interpretation of Plato's allegory of the cave, the answer is either yes or no. But in the original allegory, if someone left the cave and then eventually returned back. So the answer is yes. The question is, what will they do after they realize that it's not reality? Oh, we did grab the anchor. Thank goodness. I thought we left it there. The city you cannot destroy. Okay, I thought Lycus is going to guide us.
Look, the fire projects the face from her memories. An actress upon the stage of this play.
Entrance song. Past has been imbibed by time, the drunken dream hidden from the bottom of the cup.
The dark tides flood the sea, and our kingdom teeters on the edge.
Fear not. Our queen has gone to the borderlands. She'll quell this calamity herself.
This is the scene when the Chrysos heir of Ocean was born. She was once of a Titan-kin race named Sea Sirens. At that time, Kozlana had suppressed the Black Tide's rise, but he was unable to remove Iron Tomb from its roots. The Black Tide still roiled in the depths of the world, and the kingdom of Sea Sirens was the first to face the destruction head-on.
Listen, I heard Electra's voice. She's calling to us.
That's Hycelin's real name. I remember it from As I've Written.
Let's go. Her voice carries the queen's command.
Well, that just cut out.
black tide from threatening the ocean, the queen gave her all, body and soul.
Born of the queen's chalice, she bore the deepest blessings.
First
and
song,
inherited
I am
supreme
Electra,
divine
Nectar
power.
brewed, to the womb by God. I'm not going to use the speed boost. We might miss dialogue. Help, mother. Sisters.
My sisters! You're finally here!
Of course, Electra. Your beautiful melody drew us here.
She's actually a little bit shorter than I realized. Electra.
Her true name is Electra. This is a reflection of her former self, clinging to the past with aching defiance.
I like that we can just chill and chat like this and have normal conversations. I imagine Nanook is just angry stares and sending Zephyr after people.
The Queen summons us. She must be near exhaustion. The black tide will soon enter our borders.
The Queen is actually the one that found Castorus, if I remember correctly.
Do? Will our seas fall to darkness and terror as well?
Don't worry. We shall lift the chalice in her stead to catch the black tide, and stand together to safeguard our realm and its people.
Such tiny Titankins, thinking they can stop the tide of truth. How naive. And that naivete is the root of all suffering.
Maybe that's your opinion. I'll get that later. Oh, I didn't read that text. Oh well. I'll catch it in editing.
The Queen's palace lies just ahead. Even her once graceful form is now tainted and drowned in dirty mire.
Why do you loathe the earth, Titan? Yet love the life that land births. To protect their feast, you're willing to swallow the black tide. Let tears return to the sea. There's some floor missing there.
Oh, Fagusa, our noble queen. We've come at your call.
My mother.
My little fishlings. You swim with such joy. It
Different
pains me
queen
to
than I
speak
was
of the
thinking. Not the
kingdom's
queen of
sorrow.
Styxia, the queen of the Sirens.
I once believed I could drink the black tide dry, but even the deepest chalice must one day overflow, and I can hold no more of this filth.
Mother, worry not. We're all
Don't
children
leave.
of the sea. Let us bear your fate together.
We'll take up your mantle and drive back the black currents.
We'll mend your sacred chalice and take in the cursed filth.
My little fishlings, when the spear of strife falls, you may retreat in peace. I promise you, on the surface, the city-states will hold a feast without end in your honor. This is the last gift I can give you.
The feast. The black tide. Well, that's annoying.
Fagusa sank into the abyss. With the chalice shattered, their intoxication spilled into the black tide, birthing the first madness in Amphorius. Sea sirens followed one after another, hunting for the Titan's fragments, until their flesh decayed and their bones crumbled, all for the promised final feast.
Final Feast is, I think, one of the first reaction trailers I did that had really, really big response. I think it had like 4,000 to 8,000 views. I don't know, somewhere in that ballpark.
Keep watching, but tread carefully, for the stage ahead is crumbling with age, just like her shattered fate.
All right, puzzle time. Ornyx's Sprayer, Chrono Vessel, and Time Stop. Chrono Vessel is a temporal ritual food by the priests. Styles of breaking. Chrono Vessel will pause time around it. When facing a broken Chrono Vessel, rewinding it will fix the vessel, allow it to flow again in the surrounding area. While rewinding the object, that object will not be affected by the time space in the stop zone. If you wish to freeze the moving object at a specific time, preemptively deploy the time stop zone. Initiate rewind, manually interrupt the rewind at the desired moment. Some characters' techniques can also trigger Trailblazer, Path of Remembrance, and others. Misha. If only we could shatter the sands of time. Let the fish seek dreams. Await the feast. Stop the black tide. Children, stop the black tide. Oh wow, there's a lot of text. Oh my goodness. She shattered into 10,000 teardrops, leaving the promise from the grand feast. The fish seek dreams. Wait the feast. Protect the land. Children. Stop the black tide. Leaving the promise for a grand feast. Wait the feast. Okay, it's just repeating. Got it.
The chandelier's still giving way. Maybe the chrono vessel nearby can help.
It can. There we go.
Your wisdom far surpasses even the bounds of reason's model.
Torrents of destruction are spreading. Styxia's feast.
Can't get through.
Sea sirens might attend the
Looks
banquet
like I'll need
with the
miracle
mother,
orb nearby.
or when the day comes.
The ending was written long ago. Even you cannot rewrite it. Just like this poor chandelier.
Sisters to their mother. Okay. Beings in the land danced along.
We can use it.
Electra! The fiends have gnawed my tail. I can no longer swim to the far seas. Electra! The black sludge has soaked my fins. I can't dance with you anymore.
Fate will eventually murder Hope.
Sisters, don't give up. Remember the Queen's promise of a feast in the city called Styxia.
I haven't forgotten. It visits me in dreams every night. I dreamed of a shining city.
Pain.
Its lights piercing the deep gloom of the seabed. I dreamed of children placing garlands on our bone horns. And poets praising the sea sirens for shielding the world.
Torture. I don't think I need a screen grab of that one.
But what a shame.
Yee.
We can go no further. Please, sing to the humans for us. Sing of the deep sea's legend in our place.
That's some black tide corrosion for you.
The sea sirens were tainted by the destruction. Their flesh rotted away. They became the black tide creatures of this cycle.
Farewell, sisters. I'll finish this last task, then return to prepare your feast.
And so, only one sea siren remained among the sea floor. High Sealens, swimming alone through the seas, burying her kin, and searching for the fragments of the Chalice of Plenty.
How many years was she doing this for?
Though most of that journey was in vain, why not use the power of time to leap ahead toward the journey's end?
You just had to put the camera on the chandelier when you said that, huh?
To reach the spirit basin, I'll need to call upon the power of the chrono vessel.
Souls drift towards the feast, yet the bones have forever sunk into the river of souls. Yikes. A revived mother. My sisters are gone. Only I
The
remain.
Chalice of Plenty is whole again. The Lance of Fury emerges from the River of Souls, and the gods reclaim their duty to hold back the black tide. I am freed from endless toil, and now walk toward the rites at Styxia. I bore my sister's dreams upon my back, took on a graceful human form, and hoped to find a grand celebration on the shore.
And thus we get the events of your trailer, kind of, sort of, but not really.
My fins became legs. My scales became skin. And the sea foam on my body became a shimmering gown.
This is kind of like how Aphrodite's story works, doesn't it, in Greek mythos?
But when I stepped onto land, there were no festivals with honey brew, nor poets plucking harps. Only silent death, drifting gently along the River of Souls.
Look at the ship. The tentacles. A lot of tentacles, actually. Almost all tentacles. Look, another ship.
When she fulfilled her wish, she only found Styxia to have already repeated the mistakes of previous cycles, and was swallowed by death.
Oof.
Hopes and promises are nothing but the foam of dreams.
That is your opinion.
I am a sea siren, a vessel born to contain the tides. Now that my task is done, and the promise is broken,
A house of lies.
am I to go on
Confusion.
in a world drowned
Pain.
in shadow?
Nihility. Oh, that's why she's a Nihility character. Oh, no, it makes sense now.
Fagusa, my noble queen. She evaded my questions with drunken stupor. She told me a grand feast awaited me in the surface world. So I wandered lost, groping through the dark.
And then Ceredra finds you and gave you purpose, I guess?
The feast she spoke of. Where is it?
The second song.
I shall grant you everything you seek.
Up there she is. On the dusky battlefield, I saw a fire. Why did she call out to me? And why did I respond? Hey, it's all our friends!
After wandering the surface for ages, the lost sea siren met her future conspirator.
You quelled the wars alone and forced strife into
Proud
retreat.
sovereign.
This swordfish that commands thousands of legions. Whom does she serve?
Cyrene. This is the moment they met.
Yes, Cyrene, long before she became the Imperator, was already burning with ambition.
Sovereign who follows prophecy. I am no one's sword. I am just a wandering fish, seeking clarity through bloodshed.
So I wonder if this plays out the same in the other cycles, to be honest. Because we know that she ends at the Dux Gladiorum in at least the other cycle that we got to see her in. But clearly events didn't play out the same. But apparently the events of Styxia played out the same, so
Then how about letting the sword dance for me?
Her flame.
And letting the violin sing in my name. Tell me, what is it you seek?
Gives such warmth, such brilliance.
All I want is a feast where I might belong.
Such a demand is trivial with the Sovereign's authority. I'll grant you a banquet worthy of conquest and comrades to toast beside you. But Knight, you must offer me your heart.
My heart?
Yes, a loyal heart that will generate no betrayal. You were deceived by gods and drowned in the ocean's darkness. But now, I will lead you forward.
My light!
And be your light.
So be it, noble monarch.
My law.
The law you proclaim shall govern my every breath. So be it, noble
My monarch. You really just, like,
becoming someone else's vessel
threw all your loyalty in the first basket that came your way, huh? Kind of feels like a plot convenience to me, but
And thus, in her hollow drift, she finally found a new purpose.
Then again, in her trailer, it's us that she meets first. In her character trailer. Which is kind of funny. You should go watch it if you haven't yet. The monarch brought me to a new world. The fiery brightness of her crown melted away my confusion.
Noble monarch, I've cleansed the foulness from the road as you commanded.
My blade, you've helped me ascend and take the crown. Ask, and you shall have your reward.
What I desire is the same as before. A feast.
Your promise.
Look, I've prepared you a grand banquet. The finest honey brew and tributes await.
Fish are drawn to light by nature, for the deep sea knows only gloom.
This feast.
Now I found a flame. It may
It's not a lie.
burn, but it's the only light.
Moral of story, keep your promises, everybody.
Come, let us join the feast. Perhaps the path forward lies hidden among the revelry.
We gotta be getting close to the end, right? Well, that's a lot of people.
The Imperator's about to begin a new campaign?
Her glory will
will no longer be bound by the borders of Enforius.
You should have been in this story at this point, Lygus. The people's songs. So beautiful. They intoxicate me.
My faithful subjects, tonight's feast is not just for the past. It's a toast to the future! Born from our golden blood is an unstoppable colossus. Our iron beast to trample the universe!
Yeah, you have already meddled at this point, Lygus.
Great monarch. I've heard the universe teems with great
To conquer the
threats.
stars, can she truly do
Can we
this
truly
without
remain
suffering harm?
invincible?
Fear not. Before the troops of the destruction, such rabble is no more than cosmic dust. Surely there's a planet draped in oceans out there in the stars. Once I claim it, it shall be yours to rule. And to the rest, your triumphs will not go unrewarded.
There's just something funny about her being up on us. She's literally climbed up on top of the fountain so that she's above everybody.
Now, raise your cups to our conquest among the Sea of Stars!
Sea of Stars! Sea of Stars!
It is now midnight.
Conquest among the Sea of Stars. What a grand vision. Yet, to the Siren Knight, only feasts still stir her heart. Come now, join me. Witness the end of this futile dream.
Where's the way out of this illusion?
The third song.
Come quick! Let's celebrate together.
I've saved the finest brew. Come taste it with me.
I'm willing to drown in the liquor of dreams. The monarch subjects stride, dancing with me as if my sisters, speaking to me as if friends.
Noble knight, you are truly a blazing spark. It is my honor to share this banquet with you.
Noble Knight, you have earned victory with your blade. And you have every reason to revel in this moment of triumph. Let me pour you a glass of honey brew.
Noble Knight, with the Sovereign now enthroned, this triumph is yours as much as hers. Let me raise a toast to you.
Noble knight, your strength is boundless. Lead us to conquer the universe, and let us toast to that vow!
Then drink we shall. Raise your glass.
So when does she start going by Hysolence? Because it still says Electra.
In the deep sea, I never knew what fire was. But when I set foot on land, the first light that I saw was the flames of war, lit with golden blood. It scorched my fins, made me feel pain and
Desire,
ignited an
hope, wishes.
unprecedented hunger. A hunger that flickers in every hero's heart. So bright, yet so blinding.
Look! The monarch herself has taken her seat!
I love this feast.
Hear that? The court sings her praises.
Come!
I love
join
this
us
journey
and
that brings the
praise
feast.
her glory.
I love the people on the journey. I love the monarch chosen by the people.
One eye of hers sees glory, the other sees corpses.
And yet, she cherishes the name of glory more than fear and death.
As they say, the coward died 1,000 times before his end.
I never believed that phrase.
But the brave face death but once, which gods stand witness.
You know, if you've... even the brave still face death more than once. You just only face death and lose once.
On the eve of war, we sang our hymns and set our sights to sail beyond the stars. The legions will climb aboard the beast, riding it like currents across the cosmos.
Y'all haven't really invented spaceships yet, so I don't really see how you guys plan on invading other countries yet.
Planets after planets flew the flags of her crown. Realm after realm was ignited by her flames of war. As the final resistance fell silent, a vast empire rose from among the stars. And this small pond at last embraced prosperity and peace. That's how the story ends. Tell me, visitor, in this dream, did you enjoy the show?
Yeah, give it a little bit, I guess. It's not the right ending.
After all, beneath that still surface lie the bones of countless dead. It's time for me to wake up from this drunken dream.
Indeed, I have long known.
The Imperator is dead!
Oh,
The Imperator is dead!
how did this happen? My fire is dead. There's a bunch of tribbies running around. Yep, it's 2 tribbies. 3 tribbies. It's not even Tribby, Trinian, and Trinan. It's just Tribby, Tribby, and Tribby.
People once cheered for my ascension. And now they cheer for my fall. The cosmos. The battlefield that I cannot reach.
Before the Sovereign's conquest reached its end, her life and ambition had already been swallowed by the deep sea. This is the true ending. Her grand designs torn apart by the blade. Her regal robes soaked in golden blood.
So, Lygus, any more comments?
And the one who struck her down?
It was you, wasn't it?
The one who struck her down.
The killer is...
was her most loyal Gladius.
Why am I not surprised? You killed her? Why?
I don't need to explain myself. A fish in a pond has no hope against the surge of fate. I wandered the shore, found a flicker of flame, only to snuff it out with my own hand.
Yeah, you know, fire and water don't exactly mix very well. Now, magnesium fire, on the other hand.
I don't understand. If the ocean's feast, the Imperator's dream, and even Amphorius's existence are all illusions, then what's the point of our journey?
I don't have an answer for that, actually.
When the Deliverer returns,
It's like asking for the meaning of life. It's whatever meaning you give it.
Absurd celebration come to an end. But Greyfry, I can't help but wonder
Oh, I just noticed her name's Hycelens now and not Electra.
how I dearly wish this feast of the flame chase would never end.
It seems she sensed your presence The Fantasia's foundation is starting to crack. Let's return to the prologue. Remember the allegory of the cave?
Yep.
Can the prisoners in the cave learn to see the shadows and echoes for what they are, and stop mistaking them for reality?
The answer is yes.
As you've seen, when she cast off her chains, finally turned to look around, and moved her legs, her reward was nothing but searing pain.
I wouldn't call it a reward.
The light will blind her, for the fire behind her had never once actually touched her eyes. Her legs will buckle beneath her, for she had never learned to walk forward.
Do you want to get out of the vortex of Genesis, yes or no, man?
And so she fell into infinite confusion and fear, and came to firmly believe that the shadows and echoes were the real world.
Were you watching the same story that I just watched? Because that's not the impression I got.
But we in the cosmos, are we truly any wiser than she was? Now, nameless one, fateless one, ask yourself this.
Alright. Philosophy major, lay it on me.
The paths you tread, the eons you worship, everything you've trailblazed with your own hands, could it all be someone else's projected shadow?
Ah, the brain in a vat problem. The answer is yes. But there's no way of knowing truly.
Let's leave that question till after the curtain falls. Once you've unearthed every last truth and reached the prison built for me by the demigods, I'll speak with you face to face. I, the Theoros, have walked the 30 million histories born by Kozlana.
Where is he, by the way?
1,000 years is a mere atom in a grain of sand to me. Amphorius, compared to the cosmos, is but that grain upon a whole beach. I swore to bring an end to the erudition. Would I really let a single grain grind down my mind?
No, I think you're tougher than that.
No. Please, use the power of time to open the gate to the ocean's depths. Go, find the prison warden tormented by loyalty. Find her. Step into the world's vortex, and once there, end everything between us. That palace reflects the heart of the demigod of ocean, intoxicated, stagnant. There, you'll witness the true beginning of the saga of deliverance. An ugly history, long buried by tides and shame. A staircase of apotheosis that the Imperator forged with the golden blood of 500 human sacrifices under the pretense of conquest.
I'm still curious about it, because we didn't get to see the trial of law. We just got told it.
I'll wait for you at the heart of the world. But to reach the place, you must find the prison warden, lost in her stupor.
Are you done?
Beyond this door lies the path to the vortex of Genesis.
I am your labyrinth. The drunken dream is over. Sink to the bottom of the sea.
Now step away from this false banquet. And then onto that bloody stage.
Oh, we're finally at the bloody stage you talked about so long ago. And what a fitting point for the game to crash. What is this place?
The palace that worshipped the ocean. The sanctuary connected to the vortex was also once the battlefield of the first flame chase.
The story continues, huh? Flow of time is slowed down.
Her exuberant song halted the passage of time in this place, imprisoning my body and shielding my soul from deterioration. All just to await your return.
How nice of her.
The twisted time and space reflect her confusion. It's the Deliverer! And so, the Imperator's crimes were veiled.
Yikes. Y'all two are still here?
Away from Apollonius.
This cup of honey brew, what a sweet aroma.
Run, Virginia.
Dux Hakalithist. We can't give up here.
Love steeped in death.
They were a couple the whole time. Who saw that coming? This is the first combat we've had all game.
Sadly, all you see is a remnant of history. And your interference is just another equally futile echo.
Indulge yourselves! Relax. Time to say bye. Boom.
In the mood for another beating? It ain't over.
Stand still.
These are the new enemies.
Fun this time.
Servant of Tides. Daughters of the sea, their souls and flesh corroded by the sins of destruction, now dance and chant, coming to the dark sun, holotress. And then I guess I killed the elite already by accident, so
Time for a fun.
Oh, there's the elite.
This combat meet. This is double speed.
Relax.
What are you waiting to betray my customers? I charge extra.
Good times. Time to say bye. Boom. Say bye to breathing.
What are the big ones? Daughters of the sea, their souls and flesh corroded by the sins of destruction, now dance, yada yada, the remnants of black tide, chanting waves. Oh, okay, so it's the same, basically. Just the big one. Lady of Crashing Waves.
Time for a fun.
Stand still.
More business, eh?
Relax.
Step up, let's see ya. Time to mix things up. I owe you.
Not bad. Good times. Time to say bye.
All right.
Boom.
This team's kind of squishy.
Look. I chased the further.
I'm sorry, Virginia, for letting you.
It's okay. I'm glad to die by your side.
I'm glad we got to know these two. I liked them.
Ah, such an ironic twist of fate. Even as the foundation of the world crumbles, the heartless Imperator still made the same decision she did in the past 30 million cycles. During the first Flame Chase journey, the Flame Chase Legion stormed Styxia. Tens of thousands of sea sirens surged from the River of Souls, crashing toward the heroes like a tidal wave. The hell before you is the recreation of that very battle.
I thought you were going to wait for me and not give me more story time, but I appreciate more story time.
Apollonius, look. I chased the enemy away. There is a letter I never got to give to you. Let me read it to you. It's my final poem. The shadow of a tree frames the sage's back. Like a boulder bearing the rings of time.
Kind of makes me think of Terravox and Circe's.
The bird's song is a whisper of wind through the forest. But it cannot pass the fractures in his form. His weight presses down on the bird's wings and the stirring heart within.
I always wanted to tell you. You look beautiful when you read poetry.
Her voice reciting poetry grows ever fainter, fading with each breath, until they all vanish completely at her lips, like wind slowly dying away.
Virginia, see you in the new world.
His form grows rigid, but his kind smile remains, as if he were a benevolent statue frozen in time. They lay side by side for the first time, never to wake from this dream again. I'm glad we got to know them, for how little that was.
It's the Deliverer!
Many heroes with joy, celebrating your return. You know this too remains a hollow memory. Yeesh. There was a chest here a second ago. Oh, that's cool. Sorry, Lygus, I left you waiting.
Painful past, yet hidden beneath a veil of joyful song. Two discarded data clusters waiting for someone's return, it seems. Relive the history, then pass through the temple's waters and come to my side.
Oh, good, there's a path this way. Is this still slow-mo? Yep. Cool as hell still. Slow-mo!
finally made it.
Familiar heroes, beam with joy, celebrate your turn. It's a hollow memory. Got it.
What a wretched way to die. The Flame Chase army, devoured by warbling fish, never saw it coming. Look, the cruel Imperator and her Knight Commander, the pitiful Warden. What a perfectly matched duo of test subjects. Their hands drip with blood, golden blood. Raise the bridge and cross the river of fate. This path of the prisoner is far from over.
Imperator! Imperator! Did you see my gallant deeds, Imperator? Imperator! Imperator! Did you see my gallant deeds, Imperator?
Why are you so loyal? We never really found out why.
You fool. How could you still not get it even now? With her schemes, do you think she'd ever let us end up like this by accident? She knew how this battle would end from the start. That tyrant. I swear I'll kill her with my own hands.
No. She wouldn't send us to die for nothing. She would never betray our dreams. Or Emporius. Imperator. I know I'm a fool. So I'll believe in your commands. To the very end. Take my life. And finish the conquest of the stars.
So loyal. Undeserved. His shattered armor ceases its rise and fall. Its unclosed eyes remain resolute, sharp as a broken blade.
You mutt. Looks like I won't get my revenge after all, tyrant. Without me, your conquest is doomed. I'll be waiting for you in the River of Souls to slice off that crown-wearing head of yours. Remember this. I never bowed to you. Or fate.
The storm beside her slowly stills, tears and blood pooling at her eyes, corners like shallow ponds of golden rain. Servo's letter. Quick read, please. My dear Seneca, feels like forever since I last heard from you. Word has reached me that you'll soon set off to challenge the Ocean Titan. Now the battle barely ends before the next one begins. You're working yourself too hard. The month of Everday is almost upon us. The annual Skyrite is soon to begin. Little Halkos has just turned 8 and is eagerly readying himself for the rite. Sometimes I see flashes of your younger self in him. Like you, he's growing up surrounded by the heroic legends of Lady Celiosi, sharing your diligence and work ethic. Yet while our family's hardship taught you life's cruel uncertainties and perhaps made you too resolute, your protection ensures little Halkos and the other stray children recently welcomed into our courtyard need not face the same bitter lessons. The evening before I wrote this letter, little Halkos fell asleep to the tales of your adventures. Just before his eyes closed, he leaned close and whispered, "Unlike Lady Celiosi, who dwells in the distant clouds, you are more like the sky itself, watching over all." I couldn't sleep that night, with my mind returning to those desperate times our tribe faced over a decade ago. My heart is filled with guilt and regret. I remember us going 5 days without a meal, and how wandering soldiers would claim our friends. Back then, as you listened to the stories of the Sky Hero, you would whisper, "I will return to the sky and become it." Though you were always a headstrong girl, never blessed with the priest's intuition or the warrior's instinct, what you had was simply the heart that refused to bow to destiny. I can't count the scars that earned you your current strength and standing, the scars you've likely forgotten. The whole world knows the demanding service to the Imperator can be. Yet every letter you send has your penman conceal your wariness, filling the page with only the cheer and kindness. Seneca, your iron will isn't a weakness, but it isn't always a strength either. The burden it places on you is why the honey brew has become your only comfort. Well, look at me going on and on. Right back to the courtyard soon, won't you? Everyone misses you. And really, you ought to learn to write your own letters. Always having Virginia pen them for you must be terribly inconvenient for the poor girl. Serva, Twilight Courtyard. The first time they coexist in harmony, dwelling in eternal peace, with no more conflicts.
A sovereign and the sword at her side. There are countless counterparts across the cosmos. Most of their stories end in tragedy.
Yep. Et tu, Brute?
Imperator, why did you...
You're here, Dux Gladiorum.
You ordered me to seal the sea route and handle threats from the rear. So why didn't you wait for me to return? Why send the Vanguard ahead and let them die in vain?
Die in vain? No, you're wrong. Their golden blood won't be spilled for nothing. The other dukes have paved the road for me to become the god of law.
The trial of law? You never spoke of this to anyone. What is...
The one who wishes to bear law must purge this world of its curse, and offer the blood of the accursed as sacrifice.
That is vague as all hell.
I pondered long on what Talantin meant by blood of the accursed. Then, I found the answer. You, I, and every Chrysos heir summoned by the prophecy are the accursed ones.
I disagree.
Just like that arrogant Theoros said, our golden blood is the agent of destruction, the antithesis of the world's fate.
That is actually correct.
Dux Frigoris, Dux Brumalis, Dux Helcalethist. Their fate was sealed at that moment. Dying on a glorious campaign was the final gift I could give them.
You speak as if they didn't die because of your cold-blooded schemes. Was their loyalty meaningless to you?
Losses are a constant on the Flame Chase journey, among which even life itself holds little value.
So she's not going to ascend unless every Chrysos heir is dead. Then she becomes the Titan of Law.
If a subject marches to war without that conviction, then yes, as you said, shallow loyalty means nothing.
And what about my loyalty, Ceredra? You sent me away under the pretense of guarding the rear. Was there any shred of humanity left in you?
Because you still have a duty no one else can bear. Only you can uphold Fagoos's divine authority. The choice is yours now. Cast off the chains of loyalty and drive those blades through my heart. Or stand with me and sever the ocean's last breath.
I can do both. I can kill you and the Ocean Titan.
If you no longer share my vision or believe in the new law I seek to weave for Amphorius, then go on and end me. The Imperator of Amphorius may be ruthless and cruel, but never a liar. When I say life itself holds little value, know this. I am ready to sacrifice everything for the ambition to conquer the Sea of Stars.
Now you've seen it. The brutal Imperator was willing to spill the blood of 500 heroes to complete the trial of law. As for my poor warden, her suffering
had only just begun.
Had only just begun.
So what did Hycelen's choose?
I'm no storyteller. I have no duty nor interest in filling in the history you've missed. I just want you to witness the monstrous choice the Imperator made before the Chrysos Heir turned their blades against me.
Why are you showing me this?
I gave up on using words to solve conflicts 2,000 years ago. But I won't squander a chance, not even a sliver of one. If there's even a crack in the walls of your conviction.
I mean, I can still save this planet even if I don't like half the people on it.
Then my victory is already assured.
Not really, no.
Now that the past is settled, let's turn the page and bring time back to the present. And dive deeper still, until we reach the very bottom of the abyss.
Oh good, the bodies are still there.
Is the path ahead underwater? I need the Ornyx orb to bring back the chrono vessel from the past.
Shatter the vessel of time, and let this stagnant pool start to flow again. Just like the broken fate of Amphorius. This hidden gate leads to the vortex. Hurry now. The time of our reunion draws near. This hidden gate leads to the vortex.
Why did it reset that?
Hurry now. The time of our reunion draws near, Deliverer.
I guess in case I didn't hear you the first time.
This cruel journey will reach its end at long last.
I'm going! Is it still slow-mo? Yep, it's still slow-mo.
You've been silent a long while, Dux Gladiorum. Starting to doubt your decision?
Did she actually kill her?
Save your breath. The vortex of Fagusa lies just ahead. After the trial, there's nothing left between us.
So you'll stop swimming toward the stars, Dux Gladiorum?
I was always a creature of the sea. The stars in the sky were never meant for me.
They're not doing a good job of making me like Cyrene. I'm still probably gonna pull for her at some point. Maybe on a rerun because I like chess. The chess motif is just really cool.
Look, a gravestone.
Where?
But whose name does it bear?
No cat.
It was here that the prisoner, who thinks herself the prison warden, made her choice. Witness, listen, and awaken. Dux Gladiorum. I've lost count of how many times you've stood here over the past centuries.
You talk too much for a prisoner like Kyrgyz.
Two geniuses who defied law and all the Chrysos heirs who sacrificed themselves in this cycle, worked together to chip away my strength. But you, can never affect my will.
It's getting icy in here. Is the remembrance about to show up again?
As long as my will remains intact, I am free.
Don't get ahead of yourself. I still have ways to chain your divine soul.
Do you?
Please, do surprise me. But I'd say your mission is nearly done here, isn't it? Oh, it was here you gorged out the core flame of ocean from Fagusa's body. It was here you and that Imperator both completed apotheosis, becoming pillars of Unforius. And after that, you drove your blade into her heart, a loyal subject turned regicide, a demigod committing deicide. Or so the history books paint that tragedy.
Which implies it does not play out the way history recorded it?
Oh, but if that's the truth, then why, after 1,000 years, are you still here, guarding the Imperator's grave? Still bound by loyalty. Come to think of it, perhaps I'm not the only one imprisoned here.
Your calm does stir the rage in me. As if the one paying the price here isn't you, but us. The ones who lost everything.
That's only because I've waited 13 million lifetimes for my vision to be realized. Countless millennia. Loneliness never once showed me its fatal side.
Yeah.
In fact, for a prisoner...
What's a couple thousand years to someone that's been waiting 33 million?
An old friend. One that helps me think. But you're different, Dux Gladiorum. Loneliness has crept from the silent depths, sinking its claws into your mind. Bit by bit, it's peeling you apart. Will you regress into one of those lost mad sirens? Oh,
what a shame that would be. God, I hope not.
You're right, Lycurgus. Loyalty, curse, the fall of my kin, and this endless waiting. These shackles are too heavy for a fish that cannot perceive any light. I can't break free of the whirlpool that's pulling me under. Nor do I have the unwavering resolve to force myself to wait for that person's return, as everyone hoped for.
Deliverer from beyond the sky, my executioner. How much longer until she arrives here? Or will she ever return?
I don't know. and I doubt anyone does.
If anybody should know, it should have been you, because you're the one that trapped us in the weird exomyth place.
Then, what will you do?
My ass is starting to fuse to my seat. This whole wall is a gravestone?
Cyrene. This will be the last time I carry out your decree. Ever since you took me under your banner and made me the Dux Gladiorum, my music has belonged to others. Time and time again, I use the Siren's song to lure the unwary into illusions for your schemes and strategies. Now, let the Siren Electra sing for herself. Let me step into an endless dream of my own making.
And that's why you were in a weird dream state when we got here.
Oh, great ocean. I offer you the rest of my clarity and my freedom, in exchange for the strength to stand against the nihility and honor the sacrifices of the fallen heroes.
Crippling loneliness sucks. I'm a social butterfly. That's one of my greatest fears.
From beyond the sky. When you ride the current of time and find your way here, you'll hear my solo. It will guide you to the heart of this world. By then, I may still be lost in my self-wrought slumber, but I'll uphold my part of this long relay and guard the shackles that seal the Theoros. Do you still remember? To awaken someone from a siren's voice, you'll need
the Goose's honeydew, which we still have. It's in our inventory.
the gift I once gave you. May you still have it when the time comes. When you return, please pour that honey brew upon this grave. It holds the story of all our struggles and sacrifices. May you see it one day. The prelude Amphorius wrote for your return, carried forward through a 1,000-year relay. When your mourning ends, I'll likely wake from my dream as well. Then, follow the trail of echoes and find me.
We're approaching the 3.5-hour mark. But it feels like we're almost at the final
and together,
boss.
We'll bring judgment upon the sinner who defiled the erudition.
At long last, 33,550,336 cycles and 4,931 years later, Amphorius's final curtain is ready to fall. The shadows within the cave gave everything, yet all they did was mimic life outside its walls. A futile effort steeped in sorrow.
God, I love his voice.
Enough! They were no shadows. Everything they did shattered the darkness of this cave, and unearthed the core flame of Trailblaze. And now, with that core flame, I'll light the dawn of Amphorius.
Damn.
Do you still choose the will of the paths as your answer in the end? I do not agree with that answer.
You can disagree all you want. Doesn't make it any more right or wrong.
to them. Allow me to take back my earlier words. As an apology, and in the name of Theoros, who saw all destinies in this world, let me join you in mourning. Let us bid farewell to the heroes who sleep here. And then let us face each other and decide whose flame will rise with this new dawn.
All right. We are going to take a break here, because it has been roughly 3.5 hours. Prometheus Bond. City you cannot destroy. Because I have a feeling that we have a long boss fight, we have a bunch of as I've writtens to fill out, and then we have probably a hidden epilogue where we're going to probably have to find and talk to some people. So there's probably realistically, less than an hour of story left from this point on. But for me, and what I record on my channel, since we record me reading a bunch of stuff that's optional and side stuff, there's probably going to be a little bit more than an hour worth of material for me to get through for the next one. And if it turns out there isn't, we'll do some Hycelin's pulls, and then that'll make up the rest of that video. So, thank you everybody for coming. Let's one last check. Do I have enough credits from all these missions so far to max out your light cone? Oh, we do. No. We got enough money. Alright. Archer is now usable. And we got a funny tutorial. Black Tide Fever. Okay. Well, anyway, this has been fun. If you'd like to stay up to date on what I'm doing and when I'm doing it, the best way to do that would be to join the Discord. Stay safe, everyone. I'll see you when I see ya. And because there's not much left, Saturday, we'll finish all of this. That's the plan. Ta-ta for now.